Hi everybody, quick Mann Minute, standing in front of the Capitol here. We've had a full week of votes in Washington D.C. Looking forward to flying home later on this evening. Big week, like I said. You know, the inflation numbers came out. We have inflation that's at a 40-year high, 9.1%. It's very clear this country's been mismanaged by the Biden administration and these radical far-left policies, and that's why we have this inflation that we have. Meanwhile, agriculture inflation on our ag inputs, as we know, is far beyond that. You know, we are seeing 200, 300, 400% increases in fertilizer prices. Today we're going to send yet another letter to the ITC asking them to waive tariffs on inbound fertilizer. This is a small thing we can do to help our producers. We're way overdue to do it. We have been sending letters. We've been outspoken in hearings on the floor. Really important issue that we're plowing into. Another thing that's going to happen later on this morning is there's going to be votes on the floor, some of the most radical pro-abortion legislation in history. And understand what this is. The left will say this codifies Roe versus Wade and takes us to where we were before the Supreme Court decision. It actually doesn't. This would make the federal law of the land in every state legal to have abortions up to 9 months. So right at the point of birth, even beyond that. This is radical. Understand that there's only 7 other countries in the world that allow this. Other countries on that list are North Korea and China. I will be voting against this. Of course, we'll continue to be very outspoken for pro-life. Unfortunately, this is likely not going anywhere in the Senate, but we still have to be vigilant. Lastly, we have President Biden this week flew to Saudi Arabia and is asking the Saudis to increase oil production. So think about this. Has choked out our domestic oil and gas producers, made it hard for them to get credit, made it hard for them to get approval for more wells. Meanwhile, we drain our strategic reserves. Some of that oil went to China, by the way. Makes no sense. The incompetence is just hard. It's hard to wrap your brain around. Meanwhile, flying to Saudi Arabia, hat in hand, to ask the Saudis to increase production. Absolutely ridiculous. We need to get it back on track.